Gets accused of being jealous of Doechii after she won a Grammy. So you got somebody calling out Latto. This person claims that Latto was jealous after Doechii got that Grammy. She was jealous over the attention Doechii was getting, right? It was like Latto was in the joint tight over there, right? Boy, you mad your album flop went triple wood, triple plastic, Latto.
Kissy face! Get out of here. Don't ever.
Did Latto just get exposed for being jealous of Doechii? Because fans are convinced she's pressed after losing out on a Grammy and watching Doechii take home the award instead. But hold on, this isn't just about an award. People are saying this was Latto's moment to cement her status in the industry, and losing out to Doechii stings way more than she's letting on. Some are even saying this is proof that the industry is shifting and Latto is struggling to keep up. But is there more to this drama than meets the eye? Could there be a hidden reason why Latto's reaction was so intense? Let's break it all down and get into the tea. Latto was supposed to be the next big thing in rap. The industry pushed her hard, setting her up to be the next major female rapper. She had all the right connections, all the right backing, and when Grammy season came around, she was convinced she had it in the bag. Industry insiders hyped her up, the media was already painting her as the next rap queen, and she was moving like she had already won, like that Grammy was just a formality. But the Recording Academy had other plans. When the Grammy winners were announced, Latto didn't just lose. She got snubbed in the most brutal way possible. No award, no speech, no triumphant moment on stage, just public humiliation. And the worst part? This wasn't just about an award for her. Latto had been plotting to use that Grammy as the ultimate flex against Nicki Minaj, especially after their explosive feud that had already divided the rap world. She wanted that moment to prove she was on Nicki's level, maybe even surpassing her, but instead, she was left with nothing. No industry validation, no trophy, just the harsh reality that the game wasn't playing in her favor, and as she sat there trying to hold it together, Nicki Minaj was somewhere watching it all unfold, probably with a smirk, knowing that Latto's whole plan had just crumbled in front of millions. The tension between Nicki and Latto had been simmering for a while, but everything reached a boiling point when the Grammys decided to reclassify Nicki's song Super Freaky Girl as a pop track, while Latto's Big Energy conveniently stayed in the rap category. Nicki wasn't having it. She called out the blatant double standard, using Latto's song as the perfect example of the hypocrisy. But instead of standing in solidarity or even acknowledging the bigger issue, Latto took it way too personally. Instead of addressing the industry bias, she chose to make it about herself. She ran to Twitter, throwing subtle and not so subtle shade at Nicki, and before anyone could blink, the internet was on fire. Things got messy fast. Old tweets resurfaced, cryptic posts turned into direct shots, and then came the bombshell. Leaked DMs and phone calls that exposed just how deep this beef really went. Latto even secretly recorded a private phone call with Nicki, allegedly as insurance, in case she ever needed to pull out receipts and expose her. That's when things took a turn for the crazier. Enter Doechii. Just when the drama couldn't get any wilder, Doechii stepped into the picture, shaking things up and making it clear that she wasn't afraid to pick a side. While Latto was busy beefing with Nicki, Doechii was out here defending her. She publicly supported Nicki when Latto attacked her, and fans took notice. She didn't just tweet in support, she made it loud and clear that she wasn't here for the industry politics, and that move earned her major respect. Suddenly, the industry started shifting. Latto's momentum slowed down, while Doechii's took off like a rocket. More and more people were putting respect on Doechii's name, praising her for her talent, authenticity, and fearlessness. Meanwhile, Latto was struggling to keep up. The glow she once had was fading, and people were starting to wonder if she had already peaked. Before long, Latto found herself in a very different position than before. Instead of being the industry's golden girl, she was now facing growing criticism. And while she tried to brush it off, fans could tell she was feeling the heat. Then came the Billboard Women in Music Awards, and that's when things got physical. What was supposed to be a celebration quickly turned into one of the most talked about moments of the night. Doechii took the stage, accepted her award, and thanked Nicki Minaj in her speech. The moment Nicki's name left her lips, cameras caught Latto looking visibly uncomfortable. Her expression shifted instantly, eyes darting around, lips pursed, clearly not happy about the shout-out. Fans noticed immediately and took to social media to call her out. Then, when it was Latto's turn to speak, she threw in a weird, shady remark about Doechii, something that sounded like a backhanded compliment, but had an unmistakable edge to it. Fans instantly felt like she was mocking Doechii's earlier speech, and apparently, so did Doechii. The tension in the room was palpable. Even other celebrities in the audience reacted, exchanging glances like they knew something was brewing. Backstage, things got heated fast. Latto reportedly confronted Doechii about the Nicki situation, accusing her of playing industry games and trying to take sides. But Doechii, she clapped back hard. Witnesses say she didn't back down for a second, firing off sharp comebacks that left Latto visibly shaken. Security had to step in before things got out of control, but the damage was done. The energy was so tense that Billboard allegedly asked Latto and her team to leave right after her performance, not wanting the night to turn into a full-blown disaster. And at that point, fans knew this beef was far from over. If anything, this was just the beginning of something way bigger. If Latto was mad before, she was fuming after the Grammys. Doechii didn't just win any Grammy, she won a big one. And Latto, she didn't even fake a smile. While everyone else was standing and clapping, Latto stayed seated, arms crossed, looking mad uncomfortable. Some fans tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, saying she was just tired or overwhelmed. But when the camera zoomed in on her face, that was straight up undeniable salt. And when Doechii took the stage to perform, same energy. Latto didn't stand up, didn't show any support, and fans immediately started calling her out for being salty. Some even pointed out that Latto seemed extra tense whenever Doechii's name was mentioned. Was it jealousy, resentment, or something even deeper? Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj, she was the exact opposite. Nicki was spotted smiling, nodding, and even clapping during Doechii's moment, showing her full support. Reports even say that Nicki respects Doechii's talent way more than some of the other girls in the game right now. And that just made the situation even messier. Fans were quick to connect the dots. Could this be why Latto was extra bitter? Not just losing to Doechii, but realizing that Nicki, the biggest female rapper of all time, actually rates Doechii higher than her? The industry politics, the subtle shade, and the undeniable tension all made this moment one for the history books. Social media went off. Fans accused Latto of being jealous, bitter, and hating from the sidelines. One person wrote, "Latto is so envious it's actually embarrassing." Another said, "Doechii is better than all of them. She's a real artist, not that corny industry plant nonsense." The comments kept coming. People dug up old tweets, dissected Latto's past interviews, and even analyzed her body language at previous events. Some speculated that Latto had been throwing shade at Doechii for months, and this was just the latest chapter in a long-standing grudge. Others pointed out that Latto had a history of tension with other female rappers, claiming this was just another case of her being unable to handle competition. So what now? Will Latto address the backlash, or will she pretend like nothing happened? Will she try to squash the beef, or will she let it escalate even further? Or worse, could this turn into an all-out industry war? Because let's be real, this isn't just about Latto and Doechii. This feud has drawn lines in the sand, and everybody in the rap game is picking a side. Will Latto's career take a hit, or will she bounce back stronger? And what about Doechii? Will she keep thriving, or could this beef put a target on her back? One thing's for sure, this drama is far from over, and the next move could change everything. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest tea.